Welcome to Game Winning Podcast. We are Game Winning Turnover. However, we have made a new podcast with good equipment. As you can tell already from our sound is much better. Today, we are going to talk about Week 6. It's going to be a quicker podcast, a little less than an hour today. We're going to talk about our Week 6 predictions as well as a third of the way through the season where we think the playoff picture is looking at. And apparently Bryce has something that's going to knock my socks off.
Oh, I do.
But we're going to see. I'm Connor. You know me. I am the co-founder with Duel and I, and we have Bryce, who's our new member. He's very good with all the social media and has wrote some excellent articles for us so far. Bryce, say hi to our many fans that we have.
Yeah, all like 30 followers on Twitter.
That's right, 35, 36. Actually, 36. We just got one earlier today. I'm getting a lot of basketball followings with my tweets.
And every time I do a youth football thing, it gets big hits.
Yeah, so that's good. Okay, let's
jump right. Follow us on social media.
Yeah, follow us. Let's jump right into this. Week 6 preview. Right? Let's talk about this Thursday night game real quick, except we're not going to have to talk about it for a long time. The Patriots by 30+. Hosting the Giants in Foxborough. The spread is 17.
Take it.
Some at 16.5. I hammered the Patriots spread, unfortunately. Rest in peace, Danny Dimes.
He'll probably die tonight, so they might have to draft another quarterback.
No Ingram, no Gallman, no Saquon, no Sterling Shepard. Yikes.
Golden Tate. Stephon Gilmore.
Golden Tate. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, Patriots by 30.
By mile.
Definitely by 17. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So, let's talk about the 9:30 a.m. London game.
Okay.
Let's talk about Tampa Bay and Carolina. Christian McCaffrey coming off a huge MVP. He's an MVP candidate.
Sure. Yeah.
He's my number 2 MVP candidate. Russ is 1.
He's probably my 3.
Mahomes is 3, and Deshaun Watson is 4.
No.
Yes. 98 QBR rating this past week. McCaffrey is on pace for 2,800 yards from scrimmage. He's on pace for the most yards per scrimmage in the history of the league.
It's ridiculous.
He had 19 carries, 176 yards, 2 scores, 6 catches, 61 yards, and a score. He's unbelievable. He had 9.3 yards per carry. Carolina's legit. With Kyle Allen, they're legit.
Sure.
Some people think this is a toss-off game in London. Carolina's favored by 2. I would take the spread on that for Carolina. What do you got to say about that?
Yeah, I'd take it too. I don't like Tampa Bay. Kyle Allen's good. He gets the job done. He's not Cam Newton, but Cam Newton's not healthy. I don't know if he ever will be.
Yeah.
I think he might be done. Kyle Allen's going to take over.
Kyle Allen is in. These young quarterbacks are, even though Cam Newton's not that old, but
and Christian McCaffrey's too hot. I don't think the Bucs can stop him.
Yeah, they can't stop him. Their pass defense is good, but McCaffrey's on the ground is lethal.
Yeah.
Carolina, I probably wouldn't throw on this game. Would you agree? I probably wouldn't throw on this game.
No.
But Carolina by 2 is it's a pretty good line for that game.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Seattle and Cleveland. Seattle is 2.5-point favorites at Cleveland this week. Seattle coming off a long rest week. They played the Thursday night game against the Rams, and Cleveland's coming off a real bummer loss
Monday night.
And a short rest game against the 49ers. That's got to play a factor, no?
Yeah. I mean, a short week off a blowout loss away, that always sucks. And I don't think the Browns are very good to begin with.
Yeah.
They don't have a good coach. Freddie Kitchens is not a Super Bowl coach, and he's not winning with the talent that they have on offense, which is unreal. And also the Seahawks are very, very good.
Yeah, they're a legitimate contender right now. There's no doubt about that.
Russ is my number 1 MVP candidate.
Yeah, Russ, we agree.
Yeah, on something.
Yes. Russ has been out of this world. Good. Seattle by 2.5, and I'll throw on that because I threw on it earlier this week when it was double your money for that 2.5 spread. So if you can take Seattle by 2.5 or 2, depending on the book.
They're going to win by 2 touchdowns at least.
Yeah, I would strongly suggest taking that one. We move on here. We're going at a little bit of a faster pace because we're crunched for time and we had some technical issues earlier. But
4 hours of footage.
We're breezing through here. We have Houston taking on Kansas City. This is a big game. Kansas City earlier this morning was favored Kansas City by 5.5. It has dropped then from this morning to 4. There's no really news on Mahomes. I haven't heard anything on Mahomes yet. Tyreek Hill might play, but he probably won't play. But he's practicing, which is at least good for the near future. But they're not going to rush him back. Deshaun Watson had a 98.2 QBR last game. He also had a perfect passer rating last game. Will Fuller, 14 for 217 and 3 scores.
It's not going to happen again. Not this week, anyway.
Yeah.
He's a
they
big
have
play guy.
and Deshaun Watson's been sacked 18 times in the first.
I think he's
4
the most
games.
sacked quarterback
He is.
by far.
He is. So
18 sacks in 5 weeks. That's bad.
Yep.
That's really bad.
And Houston is at Kansas City at Arrowhead. How do you think this game's going to shape out? 4-point favorites.
Kansas City is. Kansas City banged up on the defense. Not a good run defense to begin with. And I think the Texans are going to exploit that because Kansas City has a good pass offense. Indy couldn't pass on them very well. Deshaun, I mean, he had a big game. Will Fuller had one of his signature breakout games, like most deep threats do. But I think it's going to be more ground game. Carlos Hyde, Duke Johnson going to own the run game for
So you got Houston in this game.
I don't know if they win, but I like them.
You like them to cover the 4?
Yeah.
Okay. I like Kansas City this game. Don't know if I like them by 4 or not. But I believe in Kansas City, even though I still got them winning this game.
After what I saw last week, I don't know.
We'll see. Let's discuss this one, which this makes no sense to me at all. It may make sense to you. New Orleans is at Jacksonville, and Jacksonville's favored by 1.5. It has since changed to 2 points, and I hammered it when it was 2 points before changing to 1.5, and it's double your money for some reason. Are the Saints going to win this game? Yeah, right? I'm not just not seeing it.
I mean, they probably will, but I see Jacksonville being competitive.
They're going to be. I don't think. Yeah, I could see them being competitive, but 2. I mean, a field goal.
Yeah, they'll probably win by a touchdown.
And New Orleans doesn't have to win. They just got to, if they come within the spread.
2-point spread, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Jacksonville's been good enough to be competitive, but they haven't been good at finishing games. They had, we watched the end of that Jacksonville, who they put Panthers game.
Carolina. That was a great game.
And they had, 3 opportunities with no time left on the clock to score, and they couldn't get it. So, it's just, they haven't been able to finish games.
Yeah. New Orleans with Teddy Bridgewater. A lot of people get on Bridgewater because he doesn't really throw down the field much. But this past game, he had, I think, 4 passes for over 35 yards. So that's worth noting from a guy who really doesn't throw the deep ball very much. Jacksonville favored by 1.5. I'm going to have to roll with the Saints on this one.
Yeah, I'll take the Saints, too.
Oh, God. Let's get this one out of the way. The Redskins are 3.5-point favorites against Miami. This is the only one I have 0 notes for. I don't have any notes for this, except I know off the top of my head that Case Keenum is starting.
Cool. McLaurin's playing, I think, too.
Yeah, that's worth noting, McLaurin. Yeah. He's plus 3,800, I think, to win Rookie of the Year. So if you're looking for a flyer bet, NFL futures bet.
Him or Gardner.
Him or Gardner. Miami's really bad at football. The Redskins are really bad at football, but I think the Redskins are less bad at football than Miami is. All I can picture is that explosion they had earlier in the game against the Eagles. That's all I picture in this game. I picture that happening the whole game.
I can see it, but I think this is the one game that Miami can maybe sneak. I think Rosen's been getting a rhythm, and I like Rosen. I think and Flora, whatever their coach's name is, it doesn't matter. He's gonna get fired anyway.
Yeah.
He said he's the starter for the rest of the year, so I think that gives him a little more confidence. He feels more. He's in a stable situation, unlike Arizona, where it's not very stable because they can't win games.
Right.
But I think he's gonna have a good game this week, and I think they can win this one because I don't know what's going on in Washington.
Yeah, it's a big struggle there. And,
fired head coach on the road.
A guy who was at the bars smoking weed and all that stuff he was doing.
Yeah, that was just a plea to get fired.
Yeah, Jay Gruden didn't want Haskins. There was a lot of disagreements internally with that team. Their owner's the worst.
Yeah, lots
that
coming out
dude is
now.
just the worst. I'm gonna have to go with Washington on this one. Just what I've seen from Miami is really, really bad.
I'll take the Dolphins because I like Rosen this week.
I'm not going to throw on this game, obviously.
No.
I'm not going to throw on the Tua Bowl. Even though, I don't think we both don't think Tua is the best quarterback in college football. Even though I don't watch a whole lot of college football.
No, I mean, even just I think Fromm's better. I think Fields is better.
Yeah, that dude is good.
Apparently the Penn State kid's good too.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He is good. I remember I had that one bet for over 60 points in the Penn State game, and they scored 59.
Rip.
Yeah. Moving on from that game, that was horrendous even talking about it. Philadelphia is headed to Minnesota this week. Minnesota's 3-point favorites. Dalvin last week ran 21 times for 132 yards. Philly is coming off. They both come off of whoopings of the beating the ass of both New York teams. Philly did it to the Jets and the Vikings, and Dalvin Cook ran all over the Giants. I'm going to be honest. I like Philly in this game.
I don't. I don't like Philly, period.
I just like Philly in this game, man. I know that when they play against good teams, the stuff starts coming out with
that's true.
With their team. It just everyone on the field, they know that they don't get. Diggs literally winked after the Giants game and basically said, "I really don't want to be here."
Yeah, I mean,
and if they can win like that consistently, well, whatever. But I just think it's the wrong time for they're good, and I think a lot of people, America so far has been riding the Vikings this week.
Yeah.
But I think I might. I don't know if I would bet on this game either.
I wouldn't.
But if I was, I'm leaning more to the Philly to cover the +3 spread there.
It's just tough because the Eagles have the best run defense in the league, and Cook has been so important to their.
I love
Vikings
Dalvin
offense.
Cook.
Oh, I do too. He was a steal. He was second round draft.
Yeah, I got him in one of my leagues. That team sucks, but I got him in one of my leagues.
Yeah, he's good, but it's going to be a big test for Philly and their run defense. But I just don't think you can hide how bad their secondary is.
Yeah,
especially with Kirk just chucking at the field and him doing what he's doing.
Yeah, and I know I say this all the time, and I'm going to say it for probably the fifth time today. I'm waiting for Miles Sanders to pop.
And I don't think it's going to happen.
If there's a pop coming this season. I know Jordan Howard is their guy now, which is fine.
He's won the room for now, and I think against a team like this, you have to pound it with a Jordan Howard kind of guy. You can't go against that defensive line with Miles Sanders, who's been fumbling.
Yeah, but we like Miles Sanders for the future. So we'll see about that. I'll take Philly. I'll take Philly at -3 if I had to take one, or +3.
I'd take the Vikings.
And you'll take the Vikings. Okay. I'm going to skip over the game we disagree on. This game's gross too. I'll never throw on the Atlanta Falcons ever again. The Atlanta Falcons are playing the Arizona Cardinals this week. Let's check the live. Okay, so Atlanta's at Arizona this week, and Atlanta's 2.5-point favorites. Atlanta to cover the 2.5 spread is double your money, +100. That's kind of interesting, but I know I'm being baited into throwing the Falcons when I don't want to. I'm staying away from this game because the Cardinals, I think, could win this game.
I do too.
I don't know if they will win it. They're at home. I don't know if they will win it, but I would steer very clear of this game.
I would too, but the Cardinals are a scrappy team. Kyler is starting to get it. Cliff Kingsbury's
10 rushes for 93 yards last game.
Yeah, he's getting a little more comfortable running around and throwing it in the NFL, and he didn't look like that in the preseason, so it's a big step.
Yeah.
And you also got to think at home, it's probably his last season, right?
Yeah, I would.
So the crowd's going to go nuts every time the guy touches the ball.
Yeah.
David Johnson
we love Fitz.
With Dula does.
Dula loves Fitz. We all love Fitz. How can you not? He's the best
guy.
He's the best guy of all time. Like, this dude doesn't celebrate touchdowns, which I love. Mm-hmm. Can't say enough about Larry Fitzgerald. The guy's just a stunner.
Yeah, I'll never forget the almost touchdown against Green Bay, and what was it, the wild card? That was crazy.
Yeah, I love their unis too, Cardinal uniforms.
Yeah, red and black.
Yeah, I'm going to steer clear of this game.
Yeah.
Even though I'd like to pick Arizona just for the upside of it, and I don't want to bet on Matt Ryan ever again. So
not after that Super Bowl.
Yeah. So I'm going to have to steer clear of this game. Although if I had to lean one way, I really don't know which way I'm leaning. What way would you lean this game?
The Cardinals.
You really the Cardinals? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get to my lock of the week. As painful as this is for me to say. Let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets for a second.
Sure.
The New York Jets suck at football.
They don't suck.
The New York Jets suck offensively at football. without Sam Darnold.
Yes.
And even with Sam Darnold, they're still going to suck. And it's not Sam Darnold's fault.
No.
Let me give you some stats. Ready? They have 2 touchdowns in 4 games. Here's the Baker stat. I don't want to get this wrong. They went 12 straight quarters without a touchdown. Last week, Nick Fox QBR rating, 1.8.
Yeah.
Is that even heard of? I've never seen one that bad. Maybe Baker, but also...
Baker's was bad. I don't know what
I don't know.
It was bad. I saw something where it was like if you spiked the ball the entire game, you would have a better quarterback rating than Baker.
Yeah.
And it was apparently true.
Yeah.
I thought it was a meme, but apparently it was true.
Wow.
Because Baker threw 2 interceptions.
So with this in mind, with the amount that Dallas has scored, right now, currently, they are the number 1 ranked offensive efficiency team, just a little bit ahead of the Chiefs. Just a little bit, because the Chiefs fell this week a little bit. But they are currently number 1 offensively, especially with the pass, which is shocking, you'd think, because Elliott. But so they're going to score, and they did the games that they played. The Dolphins and the Redskins, they put up a lot. They put up, and the Giants, they put up a lot of points. So Dallas, a team people like to talk about their defense, right? A lot of people like to talk about Dallas defense.
Got shredded last week.
Yeah, it did. But this is a game. Dallas is if Darnold wasn't playing, this game would easily jump to 15 or 16 points. But right now, Dallas is favored by a touchdown. So Dallas -7. This is my lock of the week. I think Dallas is going to cover the spread with ease, even with Darnold back on the field. I just don't think. I think that Dallas is going to win by more than a touchdown.
I mean, they should. But Darnold's good, Le'Veon's good, and that defense is better than people think. And if they get Mosley back, it might be
Mosley's
good.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We'll see.
I'd still take the Dallas as of right now.
Yeah, I understand that. Would you take them by 7 though? Would you take the spread?
As of right now, yeah.
Yeah.
If Mosley plays, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah. Okay. So then, what would be the final score if Mosley plays? What's the final score?
Like 17-14.
Okay.
Dallas.
Okay. So the Jets are really bad at football on the offensive end without Sam Darnold. Let's go to the game that we're going to disagree on. Sure. It's you and Dula against me, which is fine. I'll live with it. The San Francisco 49ers against at the Rams. It's the same situation with the Seahawks game, Seahawks-Cleveland. San Francisco's coming off a short, good week for them. Mm-hmm. And the Rams are coming off that tough loss. The Zerlin missed, Greg missed that field goal to win the game.
Greg the leg.
So here we go. San Francisco's 3.5-point favorites. It's down to 3. On Fox, it's down to 3. I don't know what it is at ESPN. But at Fox, it's down to 3. San Francisco's favored by 3. And I think to take San Francisco – oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. The Rams are favored, -3. So to take San Francisco with the +3, you double your money, which a lot of people are taking. That's one of Dula's locks of the week. Check out his article. You like San Francisco in this game, don't you?
Yeah. San Francisco they're undefeated, right?
Yes.
Yep. Yes. Defense, very stout. They built it through the draft. Richard Sherman, great addition.
Matt Breida,
offensively super fast. That's how Shanahan likes to play. They don't have a super big, besides Kittle, they don't have a big receiving threat. Pettis is good.
Are we waiting for Pettis to pop off?
But I think. Is
it coming? Is the Dante Pettis pop off finally going to happen
this week? It might be just this week, and then
we finally got a Chris Godwin pop off this year. Now it's time for Dante Pettis to step up.
And I traded Mike Evans at the right time, like I said I should have.
I would have taken him off your hands.
How many catches did he have last week?
0.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. James,
it does.
we're on opposite spectrums.
In a shootout?
Yeah, I can't believe they put up 55 points. But, okay,
anyway.
I like the Rams, okay? The Rams are around the same defensive efficiency they were last year. Their offense is just in a little bit of they are going to be fine. Donald is getting triple teamed every time.
Yeah,
which is concerning
because they let
Sue, and not having Sue, as you've been saying this for a while now.
Yeah.
That is a big part for their demise.
Because he's a big body. And in his prime, he was unbelievable.
Yeah, and he's still wicked talented. Like he still is putting up.
He's doing well, and I think he's in Tampa this year. Yeah, he's doing well.
So that's a big factor for them. But I love the receiving court, and Gerald Everett's really good.
He is good.
Although he dropped a huge pass last week on
did.
3rd or 4th down for them to turn the ball over.
And you didn't like his little going out of bounds?
No, I didn't. I didn't like him going out of bounds with 5 seconds left in the game when he could have got 5 more yards. But that's okay because I don't know that situation and probably would have gone out of bounds too. So I'll give him a pass on that. The drop, however, that went right through his hands, I won't give him a pass on that.
Yeah.
Jared Goff looked like a stud out there in the 4th quarter.
Him and McVay, they got it.
Yeah.
They got it going on.
So, and I love McVay. So I like the Rams in this game, a statement game at home. This is an undefeated 49ers team. People are ready to hit the panic button for the Rams, and I think the Rams are ready to shut that down. I think maybe we'll see Darrell Henderson this week.
You should. Todd Gurley, the knee thing's legit. He's good. He's still an above-average running back, but he's not Todd Gurley.
The knee thing is a serious concern. And it even was coming into the season, despite his big week last week, or 2 weeks ago? Last week, right?
Yeah, 2 weeks, I think. But, he hasn't been the same since he hurt it and gone into the playoffs last year. He hasn't been himself.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to see a difference. Knee arthritis, that's a long-term thing. It's not short-term.
Cooper Kupp's one of my favorite players in the league.
They love him.
Jim Rat.
LA loves him. They need to feed Rob Woods the ball more.
Yeah, they do. They need Rob Woods. Where's Brandon? Brandon Cooks has been
He's like Will Fuller. He'll have I bet you
But he's a PPR monster usually, though. He's Brandon Cooks I draft him every year. I try to draft Brandon Cooks every year. And this year it's starting to bite me. But I don't know what to do about the Rams. I really like the Rams. And I still think they're going to make the playoffs, but I'm not ready to hit the panic button on the Rams yet.
I wouldn't hit the panic button.
And I think they're going to come out and win this game.
I don't. I think the 49ers are a better team right now, and I think the Rams had a long week.
They did play very poorly against Pittsburgh, though. Don't forget.
They did, but I think since they
played very well.
They turned the ball over
Browns.
5+ times and still won the game. That's how good the defense is.
Yeah, they do. That's right, they do. But I like Goff more than I like Jimmy G in a playoff game. Yeah. So we disagree on that, but that's fine. We actually got through that relatively quickly, and it was actually very smooth, I would say.
Yeah.
It was very smooth.
Yeah,
those practice rounds are pretty good. We had 2 practice rounds today, just a little.
They weren't practice rounds.
They weren't supposed to be practice rounds. One went for like an hour and 30, and the one we just did 5 minutes ago went for an hour and 50. And we lost it. We're learning how to use all this stuff. And so here we are, not rushing through it, but we went through it smoothly. We're 3 times in, and we're crisp with this stuff. But we are yet to do the playoff predictions. We haven't done each other's playoff predictions yet, and we're going to do that. Apparently, he's ready to knock my socks. I'm a little nervous.
You should be. Yeah, I don't think you're going to like it, but
I'm a little
nervous.
But, so we'll see. So we're going to move on to that. Any other questions? I'll give you real quick before we move on to this. I'll give you Dula's locks of the week. Giants and Patriots, the spread in favor of the Patriots at minus 16.5. The Patriots and the Giants game to be under 42 points because this has 30-3 written all over it. And then he has San Francisco plus 3.5, Seattle minus 2, and Carolina minus 2 in London. So check out that article. He's got 6 other college football locks for the week. And college football is a big winner for him, so check that out. I also have his and mine, and Bryce is going to do his playoff predictions. So we have all those here. And I'm ready to be shocked. I don't know if you can shock me this year. We'll see. I don't know if you can shock me.
I think I can.
I think
everyone that hears this is going to be shocked at what I have to say.
Okay. Why am I nervous? You didn't put the Giants in, did you?
No, God, no. No way.
Okay. You want to start? What's going on here? Where you want to start?
Where you want to start? You want to go AFC or NFC?
Oh, God.
I think AFC is going to be a little more surprising for you. So that depends on what you want.
Give me the surprise last. Let's do NFC first.
All right. So I'll give you my top 6.
Okay.
In order. Seahawks are winning the NFC. They're going to be 13-3. so they're going to win their NFC West.
They're the top seed?
Yeah, number 1 seed. 2 seed, Green Bay, 12-4. I think that's kind of a gimme.
I like that.
I like them this year. The Saints are the 3rd seed. A lot of people are going to have them 1 or 2.
You're damn right.
But I think the Seahawks are going to dominate their division and their schedule, and I think the Packers the same way. So the Saints, based on divisional wins, they're going to fall to 3 because I think they're going to lose one to Carolina and maybe Tampa. So they're going to be 12-4, but the 3 seed. So they have to play a wild card, which that sucks.
Okay.
Then you got 4 seed Eagles, 10-6, only because they're the division winner, and I think Dallas is going to sputter out when they play some good teams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then I got 5 seed is the 49ers at 11-5. And the 6 seed, not the Rams. Rams are going to be out of the playoffs. It's going to be the Bears because I think their defense gets them through the season, and Mitch is going to come back, and he'll be fine. He's not.
He's trash.
11-5.
Wow. The Bears over the Rams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because I think
that's fine.
Nagy's not a better coach than McVay, but I think he's more crafty, and I think he's going to get it done. Especially with the defense he has that's playing well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Defensive craft?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so break that down matchup-wise.
So then that gives you the Niners, Eagles, and then the Saints, Bears in the wild card with the Seahawks and Packers on bye. I think the Niners go into Philly and win.
Okay. I like that.
Because I think Jimmy G's going to tear up that crappy secondary that the Eagles have.
Yeah.
Wentz, he's taken so many hits this year. He's the 7th most hit in the league, and the top 4 are rushing quarterbacks.
Nice tight end matchup there, Ertz and Kittle.
Ertz and Kittle. Ertz is way better, but he's not touching the ball for some reason.
Yeah.
So Eagles lose. Niners advance. Then we got Saints and Bears. Saints are a lock, right? No.
Yeah.
They're
my
not.
God.
The Bears, Drew Brees is
in New Orleans.
The Bears are going to come in, and I think Khalil Mack is going to dominate that game.
I thought Khalil Mack was going to dominate the Raiders, too.
It's a little different.
Is it?
This is going to be playoff football.
Well, it was almost like playoff football. Khalil Mack he had it circled on the calendar, quote unquote.
Sure. But I'm sure they were ready for him, and obviously.
Well, don't you think the Saints will be ready for him?
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see. I think Khalil Mack's going to find a way to dominate. They're going to find ways to get him free and give him hits on the quarterback. And Breeze is banged up as it is, and he should be back by then. He's apparently ahead of schedule right now. But I don't like an old quarterback coming off a throwing hand injury.
He's a little different than most of the other old quarterbacks, though.
But he blows his knee out at 42. What happens?
You're right.
He's done. This isn't a knee blowout, but thumb surgery on his throwing hand where he couldn't even hold the football. I don't know. I don't.
Let's say Breeze doesn't come back. Could you smell Ewing theory?
Right now it's happening anyway with Bridgewater.
Well,
right?
Yeah.
But I think Bridgewater's good.
Bridgewater is good.
I still don't think he's the future, though.
He's not Drew Brees.
I think
obviously
Sean Payton loves Taysom Hill too much.
Yeah, he does.
So, I don't know.
This is fast.
They're good, but I think the Bears are going to come in and upset them.
Yeah.
And then yeah. So then we got Seahawks, and because of the seeding, it'll be Seahawks, Bears, and then Packers, Niners. 4 defensive matchups, like big time.
Okay, yeah, I like
that. Seahawks over the Bears. That's kind of easy. I think both
But New Orleans and the Bears over New Orleans is also easy.
That's not easy. I think the Seahawks over the Bears is easy because
in Seattle.
Because it's just so tough to win there.
Yeah, it is.
Clowney's going to be all over their line. I don't think Cohen's going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Just because that defense is very versatile. So is the Bears, but I'm taking Russ over Mitch here.
You're damn right.
I would say the same about Breeze, but I just don't like if Breeze is playing hurt. He's not going to come back 100%.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Surgery,
let me ask you this. What happens what percentage does he need to be?
80, 85.
So if he's at 85%, do you think the Saints win?
They can win. I don't know how it's going to affect his throwing. We'll see.
So let's say Drew Brees comes back to being Drew Brees. Right? Let's just say.
I doubt it.
But what if he does? If he comes back to being Drew Brees, do you still have the Bears in this game? Probably, right?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Depends on Mitch is. I don't think that matters as much. Just because I think the Bears are No, the Bears.
Oh, Mitch.
Mitch,
Yeah.
Just because they're so defensive oriented anyway.
Yeah.
They have a much better defense, and I think that's going to get them through it.
Saints defense is a little underrated.
It's very underrated, but I mean they don't have a Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
They
don't have a
Lattimore, but
Eli Apple.
No. Kyle Fuller's good. He's not a Lattimore, but he's good. And they have Clinton Dix. So
yeah.
Or no, they don't. Do they? Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. They have Clinton Dix.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember. He's been on 3 teams in the past year.
I miss Clinton Dix in the Packers uniform. That's what I miss.
He was good.
Okay, go on.
So the Seahawks win that, move on. 49ers, Packers, that's tough. 2 really good defenses. Aaron Rodgers hasn't put up the stats that he usually does, but I'm taking Rodgers over Jimmy G every time.
Okay.
Both good defenses, like I said. Rodgers has more weapons. Adams will be good by then. Jimmy Graham will probably get some touches. Aaron Jones is on fire. And I think LaFleur is a really good play caller so far. He's balancing their attack, and Rodgers isn't going to come in after carrying the team, throwing 50 times a game like he usually does. So he's going to be healthy. He's going to be good to go, and he's going to chuck it around. That's when he's going to get a little more.
I like that. All
a
right.
little more
So you
loose.
got Rodgers and the Packers then.
Yeah.
All right.
So then that gives the Packers are coming to the Seahawks, coming to Seattle.
Okay.
Tough place
Drum
to
roll.
play. I mean, 2 really good defenses. I think the Seahawks have a bit better of a defense, but it's Aaron Rodgers, right?
It's Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs with a good defense.
And Russell Wilson does not have a good offensive line.
MVP Russell Wilson.
Could be.
Is he finally going to win the MVP?
He should. As of right now, he should. Could change.
Russ, McCaffrey, Mahomes, and Deshaun Watson.
No,
4.
Carson Wentz. If they,
I won't argue on that one. I like Carson Wentz. Okay.
So I think the Packers win.
So you got the Packers going to the Super Bowl on the NFC side. Okay. That I'm okay with. I have no issues with that except for the Bears. Let me give you mine and Dula's.
Sure.
Okay. Now, Dula doesn't have the individual. I didn't know we were doing the individual matchups.
No, I just did that.
But he has the seeds and the title game. So he has the Saints at 1 at 13-3.
Yeah.
He has the Niners at 2 at 12-4. The Packers 3 at 11-5. The Cowboys 4 winning the division against the Eagles at 11-5. He has Seattle as the 5, the first wild card at 11-5, and he has the Carolina Panthers at 6. Christian McCaffrey, MVP, dark horse, putting up historic numbers right now. And he has a little mark here, an asterisk. Kyle Allen has to be the quarterback in order for this team.
I agree. I think Cam's done.
Yeah, Cam is done. So with all this happening, he ends up having the Saints, who are going to end up playing the Seahawks.
Sure.
And he has the Saints going to the Super Bowl. Me, I have New Orleans at 14-2.
Interesting.
14-2. No, I don't think they're going to lose to Carolina. No, I don't think they're going to lose to Tampa Bay.
I think they will lose to Carolina.
New Orleans 1, 14-2. Seahawks 2, 12-4. They'll win that division. As much as it pains me to say. Green Bay will win that division at 12-4. The Eagles will win over the Cowboys, I think, because I'm not high on Dak or
I don't like the Cowboys.
I do like Mike Gallup a lot.
I do too.
I like Mike Gallup a lot. So the Eagles at 11-5. And then the 2 wild card spots, I got the West teams, right? I got the Rams and I got the Niners.
No
The Niners first, though. The Niners are the 5, the Rams are the 6.
Sure.
So let me take you through my breakdown of the bracket here. Green Bay is going to play the Rams at Lambeau. I'm going to take Green Bay in this game.
Yeah.
Although I'm high on the Rams, I'm going to have to take Green Bay in this game. The Eagles are going to play the Niners at Lincoln Financial, and the 49ers are going to win this game.
Yeah.
As you said in yours also.
Yeah.
Then we move on to let's do these big boy games here. The 49ers are going to play the Saints, and they're going to lose to the Saints in New Orleans with a healthy Drew Brees, and Drew Brees is going to assert himself, and they're on a mission. This is their window right now.
It is.
This
they
is
don't
their
win this
window.
year, they're not going to win.
They're
for a while.
They're ready. They're poised and they're ready. So they're going to beat the Niners. Seahawks and Green Bay. What a game this is going to be in Seattle.
That's a big one.
I don't think the 12th man will be enough to stop Aaron Rodgers.
No.
I think Aaron Rodgers is going to put on another worldly playoff. I think he's just going to be
He always does.
otherworldly in the playoffs this
always
year. I
does.
just got this weird Aaron Rodgers is going to be, and he's just going to go off, and he's going to propel them to the title game. So I got New Orleans and I got Green Bay in the title game. It's New Orleans year. I got New Orleans going to the Super Bowl against.
That's fair.
We will see after this. So Bill and I both have New Orleans. You, on the other hand,
Green Bay.
have Green Bay.
Yep.
Let's do the AFC.
Sure.
What do we got to say about the AFC?
Well, I think the winner of the AFC, record-wise, is pretty obvious. It's going to be the Patriots. They have such an easy schedule this year.
See, you're not knocking my socks off.
Well, that's the only one that probably won't.
Okay.
14-2, number one
Patriots at
seed.
14-2.
Here's where it gets interesting. Okay. Not just because I'm a fan, but the number 2 seed are the Indianapolis Colts. I think they're going to dominate their division.
What?
Dominate their division. And I think the 3 and the 4 seed are going to lose a couple key divisional games late in the season, and it's going to affect their seeding. So 3, I have the 10-6 Ravens.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, so then 4, I have the Chiefs at 10-6 as well. Because I think the Raiders and the Chargers and the Broncos can all give them trouble. And I think they're going to lose at
wish
least 2
we
games.
had a camera in here so that you could see the look on my face in this moment.
It's very real.
Wait,
the
so
Chiefs are very
can you go
beatable.
back a second? The Kansas City Chiefs are going to finish 10-6?
Yeah. They have a tough schedule.
Yeah, they do, but they're damn good.
And Pat's not healthy right now.
Oh, he'll be fine. Pat will be fine.
Sure, but
wait a minute.
He's not going to be able to move around like he normally does.
Can we bet on this?
Yeah.
Can we bet on this?
Sure. Under what do you want to bet?
So you think they're going to finish with 10 wins?
Yeah. Maybe less.
Maybe. That's preposterous. I can't scream into this microphone, but if I could, I would right now.
I think they're gonna win 10 games, but I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't.
So the spread. Let's do over under 10.5 wins.
Sure.
I'll hammer the over.
I take the under.
Okay, what are we throwing on this?
Whatever you want. What do you think?
Chick-fil-A and Dairy Queen.
All right. Sure.
Okay. The loser has to owe the other one round to Chick-fil-A and 1 round to Dairy Queen.
Okay.
Oh my God! I
That's
can't wait.
easy. It's free for me.
You are. I don't know what you were smoking before you got here, but in no world are the Chiefs going to finish 10-6.
Smoking reality.
Please don't. I would say so. You have the Colts. No shock there at the 2. What else
Listen,
you got?
that's not just a homer thing. I
think it is.
I don't.
Shout out Quentin Nelson.
Shout out Quentin Nelson.
Short conference. Red Bank Catholic.
Let's go. So the 5 seed then, the Bills, who don't win the division but are 11-5.
I like that.
They're a good team. Like Josh Allen, really good defense. And then, here we go. John Gruden sneaking in the playoffs, 9-7.
Oh, come on.
Over Houston.
Come on.
Houston's going to lose.
Houston?
He's going to lose. They're going to lose to the Colts, and they're going to lose to the Jaguars.
Wow.
They already beat the
Houston's going to be
Jags.
tight with the Colts, though, you know.
They will.
They're going to be tight.
I have
with
them
the
at
Colts.
9-7. They might be 10-6, but I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs.
Wow.
And I think Bill O'Brien gets fired.
Really?
Oh yeah. I mean, he hasn't done anything yet. So that leaves us with the Bills and Chiefs, and then the Ravens and Raiders.
Okay. I can live. I can't live with this, but I'll have to live with this.
You're gonna have to.
Oh, so you're gonna have the AFC title game in the second round.
Nope.
Yeah, you are because
I have the Bills. Bills are advancing. I saw what they did to Tom
What?
Brady a couple weeks ago, and I think they're going to do it again and again. I think they're going to beat the Bills.
Wait, so you think the Bills are going to split, right, this year with the Pats?
Yeah.
Okay, so you think they're going to win twice in Foxborough?
We'll see.
That's what would have to happen.
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, they're
what
beating-
did I say? The Pats? The Chiefs.
The
You
Chiefs.
think they're going to beat the Chiefs?
yeah. I don't know why that's so surprising. The Colts did it
In the playoff at Arrowhead. This game will be at Arrowhead.
Colts beat them in Arrowhead.
Okay.
And I think the Bills have a better defense.
They do,
Yeah.
but not as good an offense.
Sure. Exactly. So, if I would take the better defense than shutting Pat Mahomes down. If they don't score,
But that was this was a rare
and you got to think Frank Gore's hot
mishap
this
from
season.
Pat Mahomes. This
I
was
don't think so.
This was a rare.
Well, he didn't make mistakes. He couldn't do anything.
Do you know if you go through their point totals all of last season
This is this season.
and all of this season,
This is this season.
all of last season and all this season so far, I think it's all but 2 games were 25 and up.
Yeah, sure. And Andy Reid did the same thing in Philly with McNabb and
This is a little
D-Jax.
different.
Is it?
It is.
He
It's
did
a
it with
little
Mike
different.
Vick too. Let's remember that. Mike Vick after prison.
Wow. Okay, so keep going. This is
So the Bills move on.
I can't even believe this.
The Ravens, I think they're going to handle the Raiders. John Gruden's just excited enough to get in. He's going to be hammered on Coronas. He's going to lose the game to the Ravens. Derek Carr, I don't know, maybe he breaks his leg again. I don't think it matters. I think the Ravens move on pretty easy.
Right.
So then that gives you the Ravens and Colts and the Bills and the Chiefs, right?
Right.
Or the Bills and the
Bills
Patriots.
and the Patriots. So the
Yeah.
Bills and the okay, that's fine.
So I think the Colts are going to handle the Ravens.
Okay, of course you do.
Because I think Darius Leonard's going to be all over Lamar Jackson.
How many yards is Andrew Luck going to throw for in this game?
Andrew Luck?
Yep. How many
0.
yards is Andrew Luck going to throw
0, because he's going to be watching from the couch. Jacoby's going to have 150 and 3 touchdowns like he normally does.
for? Okay.
And Marlon Mack's going to have a big game.
Would have had 4, but Ebron probably dropped it.
Yeah, exactly. Ebron, come on, bud. Catch
Okay.
the ball.
Wow. Okay.
So Colts move on.
That's fine. I'm okay with the Colts beating the Ravens. I'm just not okay with
Colts
the Colts
AFC
being
appearance.
get-
AFC title appearance again.
Okay. We'll see about that.
So
Again?
Then, yeah, they did it with Andy.
Yeah, but
His-
not last year.
It's third year.
Yeah.
And we got spanked because of the Deflategate.
Oh, God.
Anyway,
Pats
it wasn't
Colts.
because of the
If
Deflategate.
you have the Colts beating the Pats, I'm gonna go nuts.
Well, the funny thing is the Bills beat the Pats in Foxborough. Like I said,
Twice?
Yeah.
Oh, like this is what I was saying before.
yeah,
Twice?
yeah,
Wait a minute.
yeah.
So Josh Allen, who I like a lot,
It's not Josh Allen that's going to do it.
right?
It's
It'll be the defense, but the Patriots' defense will be stifling on that dude.
Yeah, so are the Bills on Tom Brady.
Right, but
Look what they did to Tom
don't
Brady.
you know that the Patriots are all to score more against the Patriots have a better defense than the Bills,
they're
but
pretty close.
they're the number 1 defense in the league.
They're
Statistically,
close roster-wise, but Bill's the better coach.
I think but the Bills are top 5.
Yeah, so are the Patriots.
The Patriots are
top
1
5
though
defenses.
across the board though.
And here's the difference. I think where Josh Allen almost won those games is because he moved around and he was able to make plays on his feet and chuck it to John Brown or whatever.
Yeah,
Tom Brady can't move.
yeah.
He's not doing that. Everything he does is from the pocket, and the Bills know that, and they take that to their advantage and they pressure him.
Okay.
What do you have? 2 picks in that game?
Yes.
1 in the red zone?
Yes.
Not good. That's not Tom Brady. They make him play unlike himself. They make him uncomfortable.
Yeah. Okay. So you have the Colts and the Bills in the AFC Championship.
Yeah.
Wow.
How many people have that? Nobody.
0.
Just
okay.
me.
So who do you got? Who do you got?
So 2 good defenses. I think the Bills have a better defense,
Yeah.
but I think the Colts are going to be able to dominate on the offensive line, which the Bills will not be able to.
What if I told you that the Patriots have a better defense than the Bills and a better offense than the Bills?
The Patriots are pretty one-dimensional this year.
What?
They're very run-heavy this year.
Oh, you mean on offense? I thought you meant defense.
No. Offense. So I think...
Their receiving core is fine.
Yeah, but they don't use it.
Well, they don't
use
need to.
Exactly. But
But-
they use Edelman. They don't use Josh,
Okay, that's fair.
which is surprising. He should be a 15,000 or 1,500 yard receiver. Could be. If he was on a different team.
All right. So who do you got winning the AFC right now? Who's winning the title?
Colts.
You've got the Colts over
They're
the
going to
Bills
dominate on the offensive line.
at Lucas Oil.
In Lucas Oil.
Okay. Let me tell you what's actually going to happen.
I just told you.
Okay.
I already told you.
Here's what Dula has.
Packers, Colts.
Pats 14-2, Chiefs 13-3. Texans and Colts could be swapped out with each other at 11-5. One will get the 3, one will get the 6. He's got the Ravens at the 4 seed at 10-6, and he's got the Bills at the 5, the first wild card spot at 12-4. He's got the Pats and the Chiefs in the AFC title game, and he's got the Pats playing the Saints in the Super Bowl with no winner. He didn't tell me a winner. That's because I told him a little bit last minute. But here's what I got: Pats 14-2, Chiefs 13-3. There's no way. I can't wait to watch the AFC title game with the Chick-fil-A you bought me. The Ravens are going to finish the 3 at 11-5. Indianapolis will get the 4 at 11-5 because they'll win the tiebreaker with the Texans.
Are they winning the division?
Who?
Yeah,
The Colts.
they're the
Yes.
4. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't be surprised if the Texans win the division, though.
I will be very surprised.
I will not be surprised. The Bills are going to get the first wild card spot at 11-5, and the Texans get the second at 11-5.
Okay.
The Colts will play the Bills. They'll beat the Bills. Your AFC title game is my wild card game. The Ravens will lose to the Texans in Baltimore.
That's interesting.
The Patriots will play the Texans. They will win. The Chiefs will play the Colts. They will win.
No. But okay.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. The Colts will play the Pats, and the Pats will win.
Oh.
The Chiefs will.
That's
In Foxborough.
That would be a good game.
It'd be a good game. The Patriots would win by a touchdown and a half.
No.
The Chiefs will play the Texans, and the Chiefs will win that game. The Pats and the Chiefs will play in the AFC title game. Pats, Saints, Super Bowl. It is New Orleans' year on the NFC side of the ball. This defense is too good.
The Patriots?
It would be a heck of a Super Bowl if the Saints played the Patriots. Heck of a Super Bowl. I'd be looking forward to it. And when it happens, it's going to be fun to watch.
If.
Ring number 7 for Brady is coming. The greatest of all time will continue to be the greatest of
winner,
all time.
Not quarterback.
He's the greatest quarterback of all time. I don't even understand how you can argue this.
Peyton Manning was the better quarterback, IQ-wise.
Your biases are on fire today.
No.
No, but Brady, Brady's the GOAT. Let's just be real, Bryce. And the Pats. I got the Pats. You have, your Super Bowl.
Packers, Colts, Packers win.
Okay. So you got the Packers.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers, he'll dominate.
Awesome. Okay. There's our predictions. We got that done very smoothly, I think.
Yeah.
That was pretty smooth. So we're going to get this out. Don't forget about your locks. Lock on the Pats to beat the Giants to cover the spread tonight.
They won't get
I got
that.
a softball game to get to. And
Quit your
we'll be
pitching.
back next. Quit your pitching. That's our softball team name. We will be back next week, and we'll talk about what happened this week and if our predictions were right or not. We'll talk about the week coming up. Maybe we'll try to get some NBA preseason talk in about what we like or whatever. Maybe talk a little bit about the basketball season.
Yeah, Ben Simmons' jump shot?
No.
It's a no.
No. We'll talk about that. Also, little shout out before we go to us here at Game Winning Turnover. We predicted the Nationals to beat the Dodgers. We had 700 likes on that picture or something.
Over 700.
Over 700 likes on that picture, and a lot of people, most of the comments were about how the Dodgers were going to beat the Nationals and how we were outright crazy to pick the Nationals. Well, look at us now, homies. So we look pretty good on that. Not with the Braves, because Snitker needs to be fired as the manager of the Braves. That's all we have for you today. Any closing remarks before we get going here?
Colts are contenders.
Okay. The Chiefs, I can't wait to eat Maybe I'll eat Chick-fil-A on the show as
No, he'll eat the one that he buys for himself, and then I'll eat the one that he buys for me. Because the Chiefs are going to win 10
eating the
games.
Chick-fil-A and those waffle fries. Okay, so that is all we got for you today. Thank you very much for tuning in. Check us out next week. Outro music.
Outro.